Hey, this is Tommy Gunn from Cracked Rabbit Gaming, and I'm going to show you how to make a really simple morality or karma system or alignment or whatever you want to call it, good or evil system. Um, and we're just going to keep it really basic. We're not going to do like an on-screen display of it. We're just going to do it with a variable, and there are a lot of different ways you could do this. So first of all, we'll make an event here. And I'm going to just make it a sign just so you can check your morality. We'll just do that. And same as characters, action button so you can click on it. And then when you do, it will say, well, first of all, let's actually set up our variable. So we'll go here and just name a variable. I'll just use number 10. Morality. Okay, so number 10 is going to be morality, and we don't actually want to do anything with that yet. Show text. Your morality level is, and remember it's already popped up here. If you just hover over, it'll show you some shortcuts you can use. So \v and then the number in brackets will show you your variable. So that's what we're going to do, \v brackets, and in the brackets we'll put 10, and that should work. And let's just do that for now, and let's test that. Your morality level is 0. Great. Okay, so that works. And as you can see, I didn't actually do anything with that variable yet, but all variables and switches are set to 0 by default. Switches are all off, so we don't actually have to set it up ahead of time unless we want it to be some other number. So you could do a good, a variable for your good level and your evil level. So every time you do a good deed, you get more on 1, and then every time you do an evil deed, you get points on the evil. I'm just going to keep it set on 1 just because I'm keeping this simple, and so it'll go negative if you're being evil. So now let's actually set up a sort of quest thing. So here's just a character, and she just says hi to me. And I'll add some choices, and we'll just say, you're stupid, or I like you. So when you go talk to her, it'll give you those choices. So if you tell her that she's stupid, we will go to variables and morality, and we will subtract, because this is the evil one, and we'll just say we'll subtract 10, and that's it. And now we should be able to just copy and paste this if you want to make it a little bit quicker. But now we want to change this to add. So now if we say that we like her, we'll add 10. So, positive numbers are good and negative is evil. So let's just try that now. So again, morality is 0. We'll say, you're stupid. Now we're at negative 10. Now we can go back and say, I like you. Back to 0. I like you some more. Now we're 10. Okay, so that all works. Obviously she's not responding. If we want to make it a little bit more interesting, we can put some text in here. Oh no. And let's, so we have this treasure chest that'll give us some potions. And I set up this character who, it just has a conditional branch, and she wants, please bring me a potion, I need help. And if you have a potion, it will give it to her. Actually, so this will just happen automatically if you have the potion, but we don't want that to happen automatically. So I will add some text that says give potion, and we want to, well, we're going to move that down, but first we want to do show choices, give potion, yes, no, and we'll cut that and paste it back up here. So give potion, yes, it'll give the item, by giving the item, it just takes it out of your inventory, which is like giving the item. And then let's change the morality. So we'll go to variables, morality already highlighted, and we'll go higher this time. We'll say that it's 100 if you're saving her life or whatever. And if you say no, then we will go back to morality, subtract 100. I could have copied and pasted that again. Anyway, so in this way, well, the way it's set up, you can do this an unlimited number of times, since I'm not actually changing it, but that's fine. Just to, of course, you'd need multiple potions, so apparently she's just going to keep dying every time you talk to her. But let's go check this out. Bring me a potion, I need help. So you actually need the potion in order to even make the choice. Give potion, yes, no. We'll say no. No again, so that should be minus 200, and that's right. So that all works correctly. Give potion, took out the potion, now we're at minus 100. So that works correctly. So now let's make it a little bit more interesting here, and we'll say not just telling you what number you're at, but actually telling you, something a little bit more about that. So we'll do a conditional branch and variable morality. So if your morality is less than 100, meaning you're very, very evil, then we will say you are pure evil. And else, now we'll just do another conditional branch. Actually, I'll just copy and paste this. There we go. So now let's change this. So we can just click on it and hit spacebar to bring it up. If we double click, it'll just want to make us add a new one. So if it is less than, we'll just do 0 this time. And I'll turn off the else condition. And again, click on this top part here and hit spacebar. You are kinda evil, period. Okay, so we could just keep nesting these down, and you can add an unlimited number of these really if you want to really fine tune it. We won't go that far. And we will just say, we'll just make another one down here. Actually, I'll just copy this whole thing again, paste that, but now we will say more than, greater than, and change this. You are pure good. You are an angel, whatever. And then, so the reason we're doing this with the high numbers first, of course, is that we want to check that, and if you're not above 100, then it'll go and see if you're at least above 0. So then let's change this, greater than 0. So obviously, if you notice, we have less than 0 and greater than 0, but we don't have 0 itself. So if you are 0 exactly, then it won't say anything. So we could add something for that, or we could change this to less than or equal. But if you are exactly 0, we'll just say you're neutral, so we won't say anything. You are kinda good. Okay. So this should work. So it should check to see if we are above oops. Wait, yeah. We messed this up. I messed this up. Less than -100 is what I meant to do. Less than 0, that's fine. Okay, that was the only mistake. Less than -0, greater than 100. Okay, so now let's check this out. And so we'll check this. 0 doesn't say anything. Now let's say, I like you. Great. There, you are kind of good. And let's get these potions. Now let's say, let's try to get pretty evil here. Actually, well, okay. So now we should be -90. You are kind of evil. Let's go back. Again, don't give her that potion. You are pure evil. Okay, so that works. So now we can just add a little bit more to this. We oddly don't have her saying anything. So this was, if you choose to give her the potion, she'll say, "Thank you so much." And then if you say no, "You let me die." And so to fix the problem of it letting us continually not give her the potion or continually give her potions and not have her live, we'll set a self switch. And actually, since these are two very different outcomes, let's do self switch. So self switch A will turn on here, but on this one we'll do self switch B. And of course you should always use self switches when possible, if you don't need to like have the game remember it for some other event. In this case, this is the only event that will know the outcome here. If we want to remember this, like some other character later on in the game says, oh, say it's her sister, and you go and try to accept a quest from her sister later on, she'll hate you because you let her sister die and she knows it. So in that case, you'd want to use like a regular switch or maybe a variable, depending on what you're doing. So now we need to actually have these switches do something. So we'll create a new page. Self switch A is on, and then we'll create another page. Self switch B is on. And it always goes in reverse order. It first checks the last page and then it goes back. So first this game will check this to see if B is on, then it'll check to see if A is on. Anyway, you can only have one self switch on at a time, so this doesn't matter. But when you get into more conditions and you have multiple things that it's checking for, then that could matter a lot. Or if you're going with variables that are above certain numbers, then you have to pay attention to this. But in this case, that's fine. What you might notice is that now this graphic is gone. So actually, maybe to make this a little bit easier, we'll just paste these pages actually and delete these other ones. So just to make sure that all our original options are still there, even though there's not much here, but just to make sure. So now we'll set these switches again, and then we'll delete all this stuff. Okay, so give her the potion so she's alive, page A. And so here she'll just say, I can't thank you enough for saving me. And that's it. So she'll just say that every single time, no big deal. And now we'll do another thing, but this time we'll try a different position here. We'll just say like the middle, and she's dead because it's not actually her saying it. And in this case, we should, have like a dead body character, or, her lying down or something. Or actually we could, I don't know, is there a tombstone or something? I forget what is included in the original things. Sure, let's just do this. This doesn't make sense. It's kind of in the snow, I think, but whatever. Okay, so let's try this. New game. Get the potions. Give potion. Yes, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for saving me. Morality is 100, kind of good. Okay, let's reset this. And get the potions again. And now let's let her die. Boom. Now she turns into a tombstone. And it's not letting me click on it now. What happened? Oh, it's set below characters. Okay, same as characters. Action button. She's dead. Yeah, we don't need it animated, but it's not animated because it's from the tile set, so that doesn't matter. It's not going to be moving anyway. But in any case, just pay attention to these options. You might need to change direction fix if, depending on what you're doing, if you come at the animation from the wrong side, it'll think it's turning and it'll show the wrong thing anyway. Okay, so let's let her die again. Let me die. Bam. Click on it. She's dead. So there you go. Now we can check our morality again. Minus 100. You're kind of evil. So that all pretty much works. Oh, so what we should do... She doesn't seem to care too much. So now let's create some endings. I have this guy over here already just existing, walking around. He's set to random movement. So now we'll just have him end the game. So the game is over. Now we will just check conditional branch, variable, morality, and so here, you can do cutscenes or whatever, and in this case we'll say if your morality is greater than, well, we'll just do two endings to keep it simple. So if your morality is greater than 0, then we'll do one thing. So we'll say you're good. And else, so if it is less than 0 or equal to 0, then we'll just say you're not so good. And then we could put a game over, return to title screen, whatever you want to do. I'll just do that. Copy that, put that there too. Or, I don't know, we could do game over instead. So if you're good, it'll go back to title screen, and okay. Let's just do this one because that's simple. Let's talk to this guy. If he doesn't run away from me, the game's over. You're not so good. Game over. Of course, that screen is messed up since I'm using a script to increase the resolution a little bit. It's not centered. Okay, so now let's try this again. I like you. Now let's go talk to this guy. Hey, this game is over. You're good. Boom. So pretty anticlimactic there, but you can add scrolling text, you can add whatever you want. Do some scrolling text right here to give the ending of the game. You can do cutscenes, of course. So in this case, this is a pretty simple way of doing an ending. It doesn't give you a ton of control. What might be better is to do multiple pages. So how about we just do that? Get rid of this stuff. So if your morality is above 0, we'll do the self switch. A and self switch B. And then we'll just do, since this might be a cutscene or whatever, so we could transfer the player to a different map that's just blank in order to do a cutscene, or maybe we could have other characters run in and, whatever you want to happen. So this is the good condition. And of course, remember the graphic is blank again, but we're just going to pretend that we are making some other cutscene or something. So then you can just add all your stuff here. You can add move routes for other characters, have some character run in and, say if you're evil, some character will run in and kill you or something, and, whatever. Lots of stuff you can do there, but that's the basic system we've got working just with one variable. Like I said, you can do multiple variables if you want to remember things like that, and you can add an on-screen display. You could add something in the menu. These are a little bit more complicated, so I'm not going to go into those here, but those are other options. So I hope that helped. Remember to like and subscribe, and check the forums for if you have any questions, and check the description box below for some links. Bye.